अगर हम खाने में सेहत देख सकते हैं तो खुशबू में क्यों नहीं? Why isn't anyone concerned about that? It's a slow killer. You know, the agarbattis that you're using,
Do not burn chemically made incense.
they are made with bamboo and charcoal. When you burn both together, they release carcinogens in the environment.
Any kind of air freshener that you would
Yeah.
be using in your house, they have alcohol in it, and alcohol भी भारी मात्रा में alcohol डालते हैं. 70-75% alcohol डालते हैं. No, I can't name the brand. We don't want to get sued so early in life. But it had this warning behind it which said that solvent abuse can kill you instantly, which basically means कि आप ये ज़्यादा सूंघ लोगे तो आप मर सकते हो immediately.
Meet Tara and Adheer, the husband-wife duo behind Nytarra, an aromatherapy brand rooted in Sanskrit's idea of deep roots, blending India's ancient rituals with modern science. From mystical camphor blends to plastic-free packaging and women empowerment, they're proving Indian wellness can scale with soul.
Anything that you can smell and it has an impact on your senses, how you're feeling, how it transforms your mood, it falls under the ambit of aromatherapy.
And there is scientific evidence which says that fragrances and scents can affect the limbic system.
Your kitchen is an aromatherapy kit in itself. So Nani's Nuska was, again, I call it the Desi Masala pot. Now you take no foul odor, it'll all be gone.
So on one hand, 25,000 crore business, but at the same time, your commitment to create a grounded life for yourself. So how do you plan to balance these two? Hey Tara and Adheer, such a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's great to be here.
Pleasure is all mine. I've been going through the good work that you guys are doing and was quite fascinated and inspired looking at how you guys came together and created this beautiful brand called Nytarra.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
quite a journey.
Yeah? Tell me, how did you get this name Nytarra? It's quite a fascinating name.
It just happens to have my name fall in it, but it's got a beautiful meaning. It's in Sanskrit, it means having deep roots. And that's the essence of Nytarra, going back to our roots and just doing everything that our heritage has spoken about in the past.
If I may begin from this conversation from here, what is aromatherapy?
Anything that you can smell and it has an impact on your senses, how you're feeling, you know, how it transforms your mood, it falls under the ambit of aromatherapy. So you take any kind of ingredients, whether it's jadi booties, natural herbs, essential oils, resins, and it's basically creating that therapeutic effect on your mind and on your system, and hence aromatherapy.
Yeah. And what kind of impact does it create? If you can just help us demystify that, that would be great.
It creates an impact on many different levels by calming the nervous system, by slowing down your heartbeat, by slowing down your mind, and it just gives you a moment to pause and just get away from the chaos that you're surrounded by. That's the kind of impact that it has if you use it properly.
Yeah.
So just to add to that,
Yeah.
So the limbic system in our brains is what triggers emotions, memories, and changes behavior.
Yes.
And there is scientific evidence which says that fragrances and scents can affect the limbic
limbic
system.
brain, yeah.
And it could trigger emotions, change behavior, make you feel good, make you feel calm, invigorate. So, scents, very, very important in life.
Yeah.
For example, आप सुबह जब पूरा रेडी होके परफ्यूम डालते हैं तो it sort of makes you feel nice.
Yeah.
Right? It makes you feel good. So that's just a small thing, but it makes a very big impact.
It just lifts your mood up.
Yeah.
Right? It just takes you to a very different zone altogether. And Adheer, when in the morning I was talking to you, you mentioned that Tara brought fragrance to your life. Tell me about that.
So, growing up,
In literal and metaphorical sense.
I'll say it in the literal sense.
Okay.
Because metaphor तो हमें पता ही है. It's वो तो मैं बाहर आए. But growing up, I've never really interacted with fragrances as much as I did in the last 10 years of marriage. I never used to put any deodorant, put any perfume. But then with my time spent with Tara and while she was formulating, finding out new bits, what's new in the perfumery side of things, how to create sustainable plant-based perfume. I realized the whole limbic system, the strength of it. I've gone through my own personal struggles, and to be told, okay, fine, smell this, it will make you feel nice. Or do this particular ritual, it'll ground you, was something that was very, very important for me to feel good and give you the strength sometimes to carry on with your day-to-day tasks.
Yeah.
So get you back to reality is very important, and sometimes scents can do that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the reason why it says that, if you're really disturbed, take this moment to present yourself.
Correct.
And when you're saying that take this moment to smell the rose in true sense, it can actually heal several
Yeah.
parts of who you are. When did you get introduced to the whole world of aromatherapy?
So Gaurav, I've loved it ever since my younger days. I've always loved a good smelling
And even
house.
younger days, you mean?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
even younger days. Thank you very much. But I've always noticed the way a space smells. Every time I would go to a friend's house or a relative's house, the first thing that would catch my my attention would be the way that space smells. And notice it now that I'm telling you this. Whenever you visit someone's house, every space has a distinct fragrance. Every space has a different story. It'll tell you that इस घर में बहुत spices का यूज़ होता है, या इस घर में कुछ और यूज़ होता है. There's a very distinct fragrance, and I always wanted my house and my space to smell amazing. Something that would ground me, calm me. And because of that, I would actually try to use a lot of dhoop sticks and dhoop cones that were available in the market, but unfortunately I was allergic to them. And it would trigger my sinuses. It would make me sneeze non-stop 100 times at a go and just leave me feeling really sick. And so even though I enjoyed it, I had to sparingly use it. So that's when I realized that I need to look into this. If I love it so much, I need to find a natural alternative. And that's what made me start getting into the whole research bit of this. And that's where it all started. I think my research, my love for it just made me find a natural alternative.
And you started by selling soap products.
Yes.
Yeah, soap bars.
So again, not only was I interested in aromatherapy, but I was also interested in skincare and hair care. And unfortunately, the brands out there at that time, they weren't very open about what ingredients are being put in the labels. Because again, I not only had a sensitive nose, I had sensitive skin and everything sensitive only. So I was like, everything I'm reacting to, so let me see how difficult is it to make it myself. At least I'll know what I'm putting. And my research again in that space led me to become a formulator, and I loved it. And because I belong to the digital industry, I created a page, and I started sharing all my learnings, all behind the scenes of how I make these products on my Instagram page. And that's how everything started. So it started with soap making, and then it transformed into skincare, hair care, and aromatherapy. And today it is aromatherapy as it is.
Yeah, and it does make a huge difference. The very small act of putting this camphor together.
Yeah.
And what do you call this, a camphor?
This is our special mystical camphor blend.
Mystical camphor
Yes.
blend. Okay. Yeah. And this small act of putting this together,
Yeah.
I can experience a sense of calmness and stillness right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
generally, I have migraine.
Yeah.
And I can experience that right now I'm totally in the moment. I'm totally attentive. Right? It
Yeah.
has taken my focus to a very different level.
Yes.
So tell me, you said that you're a formulator as well. So if that's possible for you to share the secret sauce behind all your products that people can use, the ingredients that they can pick up from their kitchen, put it together to have a beautiful aroma at their house.
Okay, so your kitchen is an aromatherapy kit in itself. All the spices that you have, I mean, nature's bounty is just, it's just unbelievable. Mother Nature has given us everything. It's how we use them, how we use those ingredients, which makes all the difference. So you have your ingredients, the spices like cloves, dalchini, long, tej patta, all of that Okay, and you can create great aroma just with this. Now, I don't know if you know, in the West, there's this thing that's popular called the Christmas simmer pot.
Okay.
So, in the festive season, what people like to do is take a pot, put a lot of water in it, and put it on low simmer. Put oranges, rosemary, nutmeg, cinnamon, and let it keep simmering, and it spreads a natural aroma in the space. I have an Indian nuska for that, because my nani and dadi, I saw them doing this. So
Yeah.
my
So let's
nani,
start with the Nani's Nuska.
so Nani's nuska was, again, I call it the masala, the desi masala pot. Now you take a pot of water, you put it on low simmer, and you take your cloves, long, dalchini, tej patta, star anise, and you just let it simmer. And you can even put in some lemon in it and let it simmer. And no foul odor, it'll all be gone. And that's the most natural way
Wow.
and the Indian way of doing it. So remember this, it's called the masala desi pot.
Masala Desi
Forget
pot.
what the West does.
Yeah.
My dadi had a similar nuska. She used to take all these ingredients and put it in a potli,
Okay.
and then put it in nooks and crannies in the house. Put it in a closet, put it in a drawer, put it in, storage, those old suitcases,
Yeah,
no, where you put
yeah,
in your
yeah.
winter clothes, and your saris have to be kept safe from the bugs and insects. And she would have these potlis lying all over. And that was her way of, spreading aroma from these
Yeah.
beautiful spices.
Yeah.
So these are two nuskas. I'll give you one more nuska. I am like this patara of nuskas.
That's a bonus one.
Yeah. So I have one right here. This is what I have created. Now I have a bit of a cold.
Okay.
And what I do is, I've taken a little potli. This is handmade by my
Yeah.
mother. And I've put some lavender buds in it and Nytarra's air purifying camphor.
Okay.
And every time I have a nasal congestion, this is all that I need. I just smell it and I am transported. You have to smell it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
That's
making you
fine.
move.
This is a good one. I would definitely need one of these.
And this will help you with your migraines.
Migraine
also.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it just, again, transforms you and transports you.
Men go through their own stress periods in their lives. And especially once you're married, the stresses that I've been talking about. So when you are stressed, what are those nuskas do you use? Either from Nytarra's portfolio or something that Tara would have shared with you.
Right. So, one thing that I use all throughout, for example, on my office desk, you'll always see a sandalwood mystical camphor jar. So, and I don't even burn it. I just keep opening it, smelling it, and then closing it back. That's a go-to thing of mine. At home, I have a couple of things, on my bedside table that I have a ritual. I'll use a little bit of lavender before going to sleep, some eucalyptus. That just calms me down, soothes me. My go-to fragrance is chandan, sandalwood. आपने कभी sandalwood कभी लगाया है अपने ऊपर? That
Yeah.
cool sensation
That cool
that you
sensation
get.
is there.
That's when you actually smell pure sandalwood.
Yeah.
That's the same sensation that will go through your nose, and it's just very, very soothing.
What's the benefit of these three separately?
Lavender for me has a very calming feeling. It sort of, before going to sleep, it really helps me relax. Eucalyptus, just like camphor, it really helps me breathe because it opens up my nasal passages. And chandan in the morning, sandalwood in the morning, it's a very good start to the day. So it gives me I don't want to say, energetic feeling, but it's more like an invigorating feeling that I get.
Tara, if you can share some recipes with us.
Okay.
Let's say so you said that you used to use a lot of products from the market, and without even reading the labels, you realize that they carry a lot of chemicals that might have an ill effect on somebody's hair or skin or the way they carry themselves.
Yeah.
So, if you can share as a formulator, if you can share a couple of recipes, what could be that? What could be those things that I can use from home, bring it together and create a good product for myself without any chemical reaction?
So, Gaurav, the beauty is that, we have access to nearly every ingredient out there. go on Amazon and you'll be able to buy yourself some shea butter. Now shea butter, or if I have to find an Indian substitute, shea's from Africa, but if I have to find an Indian substitute for it, it's kokum. So you just use kokum butter on your skin, and it'll heal all your skin ailments. You don't even need to make a cream out of it. That's the beauty of these natural butters. If you want to take a step further, you can even create a concoction. You can take some kokum, take some shea butter, just blend it together. So that is one. Another thing that I found as a substitute to the Vicks of the world. With someone, again, I always come back to congestion because I've always, suffered from that. You can make a kapoor ka malham. It's something so simple, but you have to get yourself some really good quality camphor, because the camphor available out in the market out there in the market today is laced with chemicals. So as so simple, you just take 200 grams of coconut oil, about 100 grams of beeswax, even 50 grams can do, and then you add about a tablespoon of kapoor, camphor. You melt it in the coconut oil and the beeswax, and then you just stir it in a controlled, clean environment, and then it'll just solidify. That's your kapoor ka malham right there. So whenever you have a migraine or a stuffy nose, just take some. It's your balm. Put it on your temples. You just put it on your nose and your chest, and just rub it nicely, and you'll find a lot of difference.
I've heard there are so many benefits of coconut.
So coconut oil firstly is native to South India. So it's obviously always good to use something native. Like I said, if shea is native to Africa, kokum is native to India. Always use what your country is growing. So coconut oil, the purest form you get in the South, it's just a beautiful ingredient because it really mimics the kind of skin that you have. It soaks in really well. It's very moisturizing. Coconut oil has many uses. So it's not just good for your hair, also great for your skin, and also great for all these DIYs. It's an easy ingredient to play around with.
Adheer, you have gone through some really life-challenging situations. And those challenges could really break you to an extent that you might give up your desire to live. During that time, when you were going through, what role did Nytarra play in your life?
Nytarra was my savior. Nytarra was my alter ego. Because, इतना interesting सा ये conversation है क्योंकि the day, my first day of joining Nytarra, I left my 18 years of capital market business. I left 18 years of that to join Tara to create something bigger and create Nytarra in a bigger way. My first day, I was diagnosed with cancer. Our walls did fall apart for a couple of days. Jab, आप सोचते हो why me and everything. But why I'm saying Nytarra was my savior, Nytarra saved me, was because every single day we had one goal to make Nytarra big, and that was something that would take me and transcend me to a different version of myself, and that was really big for me. Har din subah uthe, and then Tara actually brought that ritual to my life. I used to take a cauldron, I used to light a havan cup, and I used to take it to every room, say my affirmations, say a little bit prayer, I will be stronger, I will have hair eventually, give dhoop to the rooms, take it around the house, see the havan cup burn, and feel very, very good, because it's such a beautiful purification process, and I would go through every single day. I would feel very good about it. It's a lifestyle choice we made post that. We ensured that we would see everything from our bathroom to our kitchen to our bedroom to other parts of the house to see if there's anything bad that we are using, anything chemical free, not chemical free that we are using. And that was a conscious decision and turning point that we made, and that's what also shaped Nytarra eventually. To create the brand that we wanted to be today is of our lifestyle choices.
Because once you go through all these kind of situations in your life, the life after that is you'll make conscious efforts to make it beautiful. Absolutely. Not for yourself but for the people around you as well. It's a wake-up call, and then you realize that, am I investing my time? Am I investing my energy in the right direction? And if not, what changes do I need to bring in my life that will make me a person to be at ease with? And how can I contribute in the lives of the people that I'm in touch with. Since you're talking about ritual, and Tara, you have this ritual of waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And how does that ritual look like?
So I always try to compete with the birds every morning. I want to wake up before I can even hear them chirp. And I take this very seriously because the days I don't, I feel like I've lost the battle to the birds. But, after when I wake up, I follow it up with oil pulling. I've seen that it's made a big difference to my oral health care. After which I am trying to incorporate Abhyanga. There's a beautiful scientific reason why you should, massage your body, your skin, especially your joints before you start exercising. I would urge everyone listening to this podcast to go read about it. And
you said Abhyanga.
Abhyanga,
Okay.
yeah. Then I have my ghee pani, have warm water with a half a teaspoon of ghee and a pinch of haldi and pepper so that the haldi gets infused in the body better. After which I go to my yoga mat, and that's my sacred time. I think I can safely say I'm addicted to yoga. It's changed my life. It's changed the way I feel about life. After that, I have a long list of things I do. Once I'm done with my yoga, I have my kesar pani, which I infuse overnight. Then I follow it up with chia soaked in water. Then I have my nuts and my seeds. And I can't tell you, Gaurav, this is life-changing for me. I've been doing this regularly without skipping even one day for the last 8 months. And I can safely say I'm feeling like a different person. My skin looks different, my hair looks different, and I feel different. And then another habit that I've made is to have my breakfast on the dining table. Not many people do it, I didn't have a habit of doing it till 8 months ago. I would just be in a rush, stuff my face, get out of the house because I'm running late for work. But I realized that it's the most beautiful time. Relish every bite, be grateful for it, because not everyone is as lucky as you are.
Yeah.
So that's what this way of living has made me today. And I'm very grateful that I can do all these things and feel the way I feel.
Yeah. If you can just name, what are those couple of ingredients that we are using indoor which are not good for our health?
I'll go on a rant on this.
Yeah.
For example, any kind of air freshener that you would be using in your house, okay, they have alcohol in it, and alcohol भी भारी मात्रा में alcohol डालते हैं, 70-75% alcohol डालते हैं, 25-30% fragrance होता है उसमें. Actually 25-30% fragrance में 15% fragrance होएगा, 15% distilled water होएगा, rest alcohol होएगा. What alcohol does is it's a volatile organic compound. तो आप spray करते हो तो वो spread होता है immediately, right? So you can smell it immediately. If I give you a concentrated perfume or a fragrance oil, it will not spread immediately because it's concentrated. It will not go up, right? Alcohol evaporates, volatile organic compound. So भारी मात्रा में alcohol पड़ा होता है. Then जो आप फुसफुस करने वाले जो है वो air fresheners देखते हो, 98% उसमें hydrogenated natural gas होती है.
Okay.
2% only fragrance होती है.
I love it the way you say फुसफुस करने वाले.
There is no other way to actually explain. So it's got hydrogenated natural gas in it. Again, it's not good for you. You won't believe, we were doing some research on these air fresheners. I can't name the brand. We don't want to get sued so early in life. But, it had this warning behind it which said that solvent abuse can kill you instantly. Which basically means कि आप ये ज़्यादा सूंघ लोगे तो आप मर सकते हो immediately.
Wow.
मतलब
It's a room freshener?
It's a room freshener. It's actually a bathroom freshener, room freshener आप जहाँ पे भी डालो. Those timed room freshener that come, that after half an hour, फुस वाले. Exactly. मेरे जिम में भी है वो. And
after 30 minutes they just
yes, exactly.
they'll just spray it in the room. Yeah.
They just spray it. So it says this, that solvent abuse can kill you instantly.
Yeah.
It is so, अगर आप mosquito repellents use करते हो घर पे, okay, अगर आप कभी भी label पढ़ो पीछे, it says that when it's switched on, you should have your doors and windows open.
Yeah.
Do not keep them locked. हम लोग तो lock करके रखते हैं. I was telling my friend about it. He said कि जब तक वो smell नहीं आती तब तक मजा नहीं आता, लगता है कि मच्छर अभी भी है.
Yeah.
So
that
everything
means
that
we are becoming so used to that scent.
Exactly.
And deep down, it's not good for us.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
So we have started treating ourselves like mosquitoes.
Exactly.
Irony of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I urge everybody to just go through ingredients. Like, for example, we have naphthalene balls in
Yeah.
our closet. Naphthalene balls go through a process of sublimation, wherein it releases toxic fumes when it completely dissipates. It's very bad for you. But kyuki it does not, you can't instantly see it. You can't,
Yeah.
a problem will not happen to you immediately. You don't get to know. हम कैम्फर की बात कर रहे थे. कैम्फर में तो इतनी मिलावट होती है कि आप कैम्फर की असली स्मेल ही भूल गए होगे. You know, camphor in our ancient tradition was practically used for purification purpose.
Yes.
अब तो कैम्फर जो है वो हमारे हवन में यूज होता है कि घी के साथ जला दोगे तो आग जल्दी पकड़ जाएगी. तो why would somebody waste money on camphor? तो लोग तो नैप्थलीन बॉल में टर्पेंटाइन मिला के एज कैम्फर बेचते हैं. Because naphthalene ball mimics the same properties of camphor.
So, if you were to now advise, what could be the natural alternatives for mosquito repellents for that matter?
So the two most natural and powerful alternatives is one, camphor. Camphor though is a brilliant product for everything. It's the most natural, mosquito repellent, insect repellent actually I would say. Then there's citronella. Citronella, आप अगर अपने पोछे एक आप पानी में डालते हो, again it's very natural, it just wards off mosquitoes. And all these things, हम लोग जो घर में लेके आते हैं ना, वो mosquito killers होते हैं. ये mosquito repellents हैं, आने नहीं देंगे ये, मारेंगे नहीं किसी को.
Considering, and that's a question to both of you, anyone can pick up and may want to respond to this. If you look at our old traditions, we had havans, so there was scent involved. If you go to temples, there's a very different scent involved there as well. If you go to weddings, there are garlands that people would present. Now, this is 2025. The benefits that we used to get then, are they still prevalent today as well in 2025? Or do we need to look at alternatives?
So, Gaurav, all these traditions that we've had, that you mentioned, they've not just been symbolic in nature, they've been functional in nature. For example, the garlands used during weddings, the jasmine and the marigold, what does it do? It uplifts you, makes you happy. There was a reason why that was being used. If, like Adheer spoke about the chandan tika in the morning, what does it do? It refreshes you, awakens your senses. Havan, it purifies the surroundings, it removes negativity. All this is beautiful, and that's what we're trying to do through Nytarra. We're trying to bridge the gap, bring these ancient rituals and make them fit for modern living. Now, these traditions are very much relevant in 2025 as well. What's not relevant is the adulteration that's happening with these.
The shortcuts that we have found.
The shortcuts, अगर धूप natural बन सकता है, तो हम ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि थोड़ा मिलावट कर दे कि कस्टमर को लॉन्ग लास्टिंग मिले. अगर वो 15 मिनट जलता है, कस्टमर वांट्स फॉर 40 मिनट्स, तो हम कुछ पोटेशियम नाइट्रेट मिला देते हैं टू मेक इट बर्न लॉन्गर. Why have this adulteration? I want to tell you what kind of adulteration happens with camphor. Now, camphor, anything that you burn, do you agree that it will release smoke? What are people selling now in the market? They're selling smokeless camphor. How is smokeless camphor made? By adding a chemical ingredient called hexamine. आप कैम्फर को स्मोकलेस बना रहे हो, वो बाय नेचर स्मोकलेस नहीं है. Right? So, we are removing the adulteration.
So we are actually changing the basic nature of an ingredient.
Yeah.
And that's going against nature.
It's going against nature, it's going against our traditions. And we need to find cleaner alternatives. And that's why we're trying to create education around this space.
Yeah. So, Tara, on several occasions, I've heard you have written about that we pay so much attention to our food. Why not to aroma and scent? Why would you say this?
Gaurav, because, the last few years, there has been a sudden uprise in really knowing what you're putting in your body where food is concerned. The millets have made a comeback. Haldi doodh has become a popular turmeric latte,
latte.
So all these old traditions are coming back in terms of food. People are getting conscious about what they're consuming. They're doing that in skincare also. Everybody wants to go natural. I mean, there is a segment of people who believe in the niacinamides and the salicylic acids, but there is also a segment of people who want to go natural, live, with the oils and the herbs. Then why not for what we are using and burning or diffusing at home or using as a room freshener? So I have this line that I keep saying, and I want to ask you this, that अगर हम खाने में सेहत देख सकते हैं तो खुशबू में क्यों नहीं? Why isn't anyone concerned about that?
जी.
It's a slow killer. You think that, oh, the place is smelling amazing, but have you gone to see what are the ingredients? Does the package even have a list of ingredients? The agarbattis that you're using, do you know that they are made with bamboo and charcoal? That when you burn both together, they release carcinogens in the environment? So that's a question.
Yeah.
It's very close to my heart, and I want to create
I can see
education
that.
in this space. Because anyway, we live in a polluted environment, and then you're adding to the pollution with all these scents, thinking it's making you feel good.
Yeah. Have you come across a situation in business when you realize it's not moving in any direction?
Business hai to highs and lows to rahenge, you really can't do anything about it. So as a matter of fact, this January, February only, we were looking at the numbers and the needle wasn't moving as fast as we wanted it to.
Yeah.
We are in our growth stage. We want to acquire as many customers, and of course, product being king, itna acha product hai hamara, we want customers to keep coming back and showing us their love. But that wasn't happening. Circumventing around it, we thought product में problem तो नहीं है. Tara is the one who develops the product herself. We went through it. Again, product was great. And then we started calling up customers, trying to understand exactly why they're not reordering. And slowly and suddenly we realized that it's a business cycle. You can't expect, every month to be amazing. We decided to put in our efforts for March. March mein acha hua, April mein acha hua, and now we've been scaling again the way we expect. So, again, lows and highs keep going on. Sometimes we stress more on the lows, but it's a journey, and it's not a one-way street. It continues.
On one of the occasions, Tara, you spoke about, because we are talking about business, in your business, you have been able to employ women as well in your packaging department. What is it that you're trying to do there, and what's the intention behind it?
I'm trying to make the society realize that they are so much more talented than just being given household chores to do.
Yeah.
They just need that opportunity, and their kids need to see them as role models, so that they know that tomorrow they don't have to follow what their mother was initially doing. So my motive is to build this entire brigade of these amazing packing ladies, because and just make them realize that they're worth so much more, instead of going from house to house just doing what they were doing. An opportunity can change everything, and I'm very happy that I'm being able to do that through Nytarra.
So on one hand, 25,000 crore business, but at the same time, your commitment to create a grounded life for yourself and ensure that it's consciously driven. So how do you plan to balance these two?
So, Gaurav, I think Adheer and I, we are the perfect yin and yang balance. While he is responsible for the numbers and getting the masses and everybody to try the products, I have to keep myself grounded to create those products that people will like.
Yeah.
Because I want to go back to why I started Nytarra. I started Nytarra with that motive, that I was looking for those cleaner alternatives, right? So I can't lose that focus. That'll beat the entire purpose of why I started the brand. I'm doing everything in my hands to actually make that happen, where I am speaking to customers, understanding their pain points, being grateful that I have what I have, this amazing team of people who are working with me. So all these things help me stay grounded and maintain that balance.
Yeah.
So I create that product with all these thoughts in my mind, and he's responsible to get it out there.
Have you experienced that you had idea or a decision that you wanted to make and you brought that up to Tara, and because Tara was so grounded in her purpose, you had to withdraw?
I think that I would like to answer this question by saying yes and no. Yes, because there are so many ideas that we bounce off each other, and we respect each other's decision. We have very clear-cut, laid-down rules and responsibilities as business and life partners. It is extremely important that if you do not have that responsibility and process, it'll be very, very tough to function. So, in office, like if you were in our office, you wouldn't be able to tell that we are husband and wife because we act like, employees working for Nytarra, not even owners of Nytarra. So at no point of time have we had our ego in place, not just between the both of us, Gaurav, but I tell all our teammates that please be open to saying, no, you are wrong. To both of us also, and be able to tell us why we are wrong, because nobody knows it all. We are trying to build something very big here, and we all build together. Otherwise we can't. So we are all very, very open to being told, shot down our idea, saying no to, and just talking about it. So yes and no. It's been shot down, but never that, it's actually hurt us, dil pe jaake kabhi nahi lagi.
Got it. This is one of the most interesting phases of our conversation. What we call is the rapid fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw 5 questions at you without thinking much, just a one word or a sentence. You have to respond. Okay. And same is the case with you, Adheer.
One word or a sentence.
One word or a sentence. All right. So let's go with the alchemist.
Okay.
Tara.
Then.
Tara, one essential oil you would never travel without.
Sandalwood.
Most unexpected ingredient you have ever blended successfully.
Camphor.
Which Indian festival's fragrance would you love to bottle?
Diwali with the marigold fragrance.
Okay. Describe the perfect calm in a storm scent in 3 words.
The scent of camphor.
Okay. One aroma trip you would give every stressed office goer in India.
Carry camphor in a potli in your bag all the time.
Got it. Now, Adheer, 5 questions for you. First metric you check every morning for Nytarra's health.
Revenue.
Biggest money saving or efficiency hack you swear by.
Have a good team of finance guys in your office. As simple as that. No negotiation.
One number or milestone you are secretly chasing this year beyond revenue.
Beyond revenue. One milestone is we are looking at 2 offline kiosks in the country. So that we can have our offline distribution as well.
Got it. Quick mental trick you use when stress spikes before a big decision.
In one hand, you should have a squeezy ball, and in the other, you should have camphor.
Okay. One lesson about risk or growth you think every Indian founder should know.
So it's a quotation Hindi में है वो गिरते हैं मैदाने जंग में नहीं गिरते हैं घुड़सवार मैदाने जंग में वो तिफल क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले.
Wow. Got it. Now let's imagine 20 years from now we are sitting together and you are back on our show and we are talking about the journey that you have traveled and traversed for the last 20 years. 2045, lady. And
that's far.
2045. What is it that you have accomplished that you're really happy, thrilled, and fulfilled about?
I think, Gaurav, for me, there are 2 things that I would be speaking to you about in 2045. The first is the impact that Nytarra's made on lots and lots of lives, where Nytarra becomes a household name and synonymous to clean aromatherapy. That's one thing I have to achieve. And the second is that I want to keep building this brigade of amazing packing ladies and giving them an amazing life, and making them even bigger role models in their society. So there's 2 things that would really make me happy.
So Tara definitely stands for clean aromatherapy and women empowerment.
Yes.
Let's hear from the numbers guy.
So if I can expand with what Tara said in her first point, if we can make an impact not just by being a household name, but also an environmental impact by maybe sponsoring shows in the Discovery Channel or Nat Geo, give back through, say, NGOs or create NGOs to help the planet be better. I think that would be something that I would really consider, a life well lived.
Yeah. And I would love to see Nytarra's case study in some Harvard or some international publisher.
Wonderful.
It's very important that we have businesses like yours, Tara and Adheer, because we need to understand that startups is not only about creating business and creating wealth and money. We can create wealth and we can create businesses based on conscious values, which is not only about profits, which is about planet, people, and profit. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
What a
Thank you.
lovely
Thank
Thank you so much.
time it was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.